Let's go over an update for the Obi Wan Kenobi Star Wars movie. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, the future of the Star Wars franchise is looking very expansive with tons of projects currently in the works, such as Rian Johnson's new trilogy, and of course the creators of Game of Thrones and their set of Star Wars films, as well as a handful of anthology movies, including Star Wars 2020, which is said to be the Obi Wan Kenobi movie. Now, these past couple of weeks, we've been learning a whole lot more about the Kenobi film, all thanks to Fantha Tracks and TMZ and more, etc. However, today we do have one update that comes with Kenobi, A Star Wars Story, which is actually apparently titled Obi-Wan, A Star Wars Story. Now, looking at this, apparently cutting-edge technology will be applied to this movie for the creation of some of the characters that will be introduced in the second, or should I say in the third anthology film, which is the Kenobi movie, apparently. So looking at this, guys, the fact that they are implementing cutting-edge technology for some of the new characters that will be introduced in the Kenobi movie. We're not quite sure what kind of technology this is. Could this very well be an upgraded version of motion capture technology, like how they did with Supreme Leader Snoke? Could this be direct CGI and creation of other characters? Or could it be other, like, technology featuring CGI overlaying over practical effects, where you have an actor wearing an actual suit? So the fact that they are using cutting-edge technology as they are doing the same exact process with the new Star Wars TV show that's being written by Jon Favreau, which, by the way, that show takes place 7 years after the Battle of Yavin. So we're going to have this post-Battle of Jakku TV series coming onto Disney's streaming service once it launches in 2019. Now, looking at the Kenobi film, what kind of characters could we very well expect to see in this movie? Now, according to TMZ, there's going to be this war chief entering into the mix when all of the moisture farmers start, getting into a lot of trouble with the Tusken Raiders and all the like. So it could very well be the creation of this war chief. Now, this movie's actually been, said to have a lot of comparisons to the Kenobi novel from the EU. And if you guys have read that book, it is a pretty good read. Go ahead and check it out. And I think that if they are to use a lot of elements from that book, that's a fantastic idea, because when you read that book, there's a lot of material in there that really actually builds up the character of Obi Wan Kenobi in between the events of A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. Now, Ewan Mcgregor, so far, there's no word on him being cast as Obi-Wan. We are all crossing our fingers to hear that news very, very soon, that Ewan is on board for Star Wars 2020. Now, the fact that we haven't heard about this is probably an easy answer, because the script is currently still, in the process. Honestly, they probably haven't even begun the script at all, because it's actually been said that all the concept art as of right now, some of the models are just getting finished up. So they have all the concepts, they have all the art, and all the models ready. They just got to get that script going, and once they got that going, they'll eventually hand it down to Ewan Mcgregor, which is said, of course, to, begin casting this fall of 2018. So the script could very well be already in the works, for all we know. We really have no word on that as to where the script is right now. The only thing that TMZ actually did report is that there is indeed a plot ready for the movie. So I'm assuming that part of the script, or at least maybe even half of it, is already done. Now, looking at the Kenobi movie, guys, I think that this would serve as a great bridge of Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan and Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I think that Ewan aged well enough to portray that bridged Obi-Wan Kenobi in between the two, where we can see this whole entire different story of his whole entire life. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. What do you think these characters will be? Who do you think these characters will be that will be carrying this cutting-edge technology that will be applied to Star Wars 2020? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I am not the one from night to moon.